Good afternoon, everyone. So I am the next discussant, and I'll be Mr. Roman Palermo. And before we start our formal discussion, may I have your attention for our preliminary activity. This is a written exercise for you to be able to focus in our formal discussion. So this is a 4-7-8 reading technique. So first thing you need to do is to inhale 4 counts, to hold your breath 7 seconds, and to exhale in your mouth. So the instruction is clear. Okay, if I am clear, please sit properly, relax your hands, and relax your knees. Okay, my command, in 3, 2, 1, inhale. Close your eyes. Again, close your eyes. And exhale. Another one. Inhale. Hold for 4 seconds. Please close your eyes. Breathe. Hold your breath and exhale. Last one. Inhale for 4 seconds. Breathe for 7 seconds. And exhale for 8 seconds. Thank you so much for participating. You can use this breathing technique when you are stressed or really you are not in focus. So before we formally start our discussion, so today we will be discussing about the reference framing person to object analogy. So here's our objectives. At the end of the discussion, you are expected to understand the reference framing, value the person-to-object analogy, and create frames of reference in the given examples. But before that, what is reference framing? So reference framing is a concept used to describe how information is presented to influence perception and decision-making. So in reference framing, we have different kinds of framing. But this afternoon, we will be focusing on person-to-object analogy. A person-to-object analogy is a comparison in which a human characteristic or function is linked to an inanimate object. So, inanimate object. So, in this, a person-to-object analogy, as what you can see, if we think about a teacher, what comes in our mind, or what is the reflection of a teacher? So if we say teacher, some must think about textbook, about pen, about chalk, about clipboard. So that is the analogy of a person to object. Or we must say what thing or object must best describe for the doctors. Anybody in this class? What do you think? If we say doctors, what comes in your mind, or what object best describes for doctors? Yes, Theo? Oh, very good. Answer. Okay, Kalaban Langgam. So, those are the examples of the real life connection between the person to object. And also, this type of analogy helps clarify a concept by relating it to something more familiar or concrete. As you observe that during our elementary grades, that our teachers bring real-life examples, just like watermelon or egg, to describe the layers of the earth, or other materials that will interpret or help us to more be aware and familiar than a concrete explanation and discussion. For example, the teacher used watermelon to describe the layers of the earth. So here's a watermelon. This part, it talks about the inner core, the outer core, and so on and so forth. So this statement is double for each one of us. When we see through the eyes of others, we see ourselves more clearly. So anybody in this class would answer or elaborate her or his insights about this statement. Again, when we see through the eyes of the others, we see ourselves more clearly. Yes, is the limit? Thank you so much for your insight. So that's correct. If we use ourselves to scrutinize ourselves, it is bias, right? So if we use the insights or the perspective of others about our personality, about our traits, about our behavior, so we can use those weaknesses for us to be developed and become our strength. For example, si Lastimoso, palaging galit sa classroom, so na-notice siya ni Hamolin. So, yung na-notice ni Hamolin is also a perspective or a reference framing. Para kay Hamolin, yun siya. But si Ria really understand behind the traits or behaviors of Lastimoso, because Ria is her friend and Lastimoso pala is dealing with some family problems. So we can judge others by their behaviors or traits. And also, in assuming the posture of something else, rates of reference vary dramatically. So yun nga ang example ko kanina. So each one of us must have all our principles on how to judge others or how we judge others. So for example, yun nga kanina, so para kay Arshada naman, ay hindi, nag-i-enroute lang siya. And for kay Philip naman, ay ganyan talaga siya kasi siya ang ate. So those are some examples para sa ating person-to-object analogy. And here's some examples for you to be able to identify comprehensively this analogy. For example, look at the picture. So grass. Look at the tall grass or look at all grass through the eyes of an insect, through the eyes of a neighbor, or through the eyes of rushing water. So for insects, this grass will be beneficial because they can eat, they can play, or they can stay in this grass. And also, for the eyes of the neighbors, this will be hindrance for their aesthetic homes, or maybe they are not the one who loves a lot of tall grass in their backyards or in their grass. And for the eyes of the rushing water, it will be what? What do you think? In the eyes of the rushing water. Miss Gergera. Yeah, what do you think? If you are on the rushing water, yeah, what do you think? Thank you so much. And for our next example, all three. Look at all three through the eyes of a poet. So what do you think will be this picture or this statement through the eyes of the poet? So if you are a writer, you can see this picture as a motivation to write. For example, in every branches of trees follows the shadows of bats. So something like that in writing your poem. Through the eyes of the nesting bird, what do you think will be the purpose or the perspective or a reference in the nesting bird? Yes? Pilaw? Yes. For birds, it is very beneficial kasi pwede silang gumawa ng tirahan. Very good. Through the eyes of the land developer, what do you think are the perspective or is the perspective of a land developer? Sige? Sa tingin nyo, ano kaya para sa land developer yung old tree na yan sa isang area? Thank you so much, Mr. Barra. So that old tree will be the destruction for example, for the construction of house or facilities. So for them, that tree will be irrelevant. But for bird, that tree will be relevant. So, yun siya. Object number 1. Who wants to answer? Yes, is Malana. Through the eyes of our root system. So what do you think? The reference of the eyes of our root system. Yung sa highway, asfalto. Okay, thank you so much. So, for the eyes of the root system, so pwedeng hindi magbubuka yung tanim if dito siya, or ang binhi kapag dito siya ilalagay. And what do you think with the eyes of a parking lot attendant? So, sa parking area naman, what do you think? Yes, Caballo? What do you think? Through the eyes of a parking lot attendant. Oh, dangerous. So, thank you so much. So, and also through the eyes of an automobile tire. What do you think? If you are the automobile tire, and then you encounter this asphalt or asphalt. Yes, kay Dexter. Yes, kay Dexter.
In the eyes of an automobile tire, so asphalt, it will be going to be a smooth ride since it is an asphalt.
Thank you so much, Dexter. And for our next object, that of food. Through the eyes of a starving person, what do you think? Yes, Mark Ivan? Yes, sige. If you are a starving person, nalulito ka na and may nakita ka kind of raw food, so anong gagawin mo? Sige. This food. Wala na. Para sa kay Mark perspective. How about the eyes of a dog? For example, through the eyes, not specifically you are a dog. Through the eyes of a dog. What do you think? Yes, Rizano? True. For dogs, it's delicious kasi yung brand niya pala diba? Sikat na brand. And through the eyes of a food chain store. So what do you think? Profit. Profitable. Thank you so much, Alcantara. And for our last example, junkyard. Look at a junkyard through the eyes of a real estate agent. Okay. What do you think? Okay. Yes, Hapno.
In the eyes of a real estate agent, a junkyard is still a considered as an asset.
Thank you so much. So for the real estate agent, the junkyard will be an asset. How about for the eyes of Iran? Yes. Oh yes, pwede. Playground, also their home. Kasi diba, nasaan sila? Sa mga marunong lugar. And to the eyes of an underdeveloped nation, what do you think? Will be the reflection of junkyard. Okay? Whether it shows poverty in undeveloped nation, for example. And for those examples, we can identify the variations on reference framing, which some of our examples are positive versus negative, gain versus loss, attribute versus goal framing, single versus comparative framing, or temporal framing. So if we discuss or if we tackle about variations, nakadepende siya sa kung anong subject or example ang ipinapakita. For example, dito, kapag sa real estate agent, this will be beneficial. but for the state of the nation, this will be what? A loss. Because it only shows that their nation is not developed. So, for our summary, reference framing person-to-object analogy is a technique that influences perception by comparing human characteristics to inanimate objects. It helps clarify concepts by relating them to familiar or concrete concepts. And the variations of reference frames vary in the associated topic. So, before we end, there's a questions, clarifications regarding my discussion or my topic about the reference framing, specifically the category in person-to-object analogy. Is there any question? So that marks our discussion this afternoon. So thank you so much for participating.